Okay, and we're live. This is Matthew, and welcome back to the Scent Spotlight, the podcast where we highlight the best, most interesting creators on the Scent platform. This week, thanks to the recommendation of blackbox.art, but also to their overall fantastic creations on Scent, I'm happy to welcome Skeeny to the Scent Spotlight. Welcome, Skeeny.
Thanks, man. I'm super happy to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
Very cool. And well, I'm sure you know what the first question's going to be. I ask it to everyone. But just in your own words, tell us who Skeeny is.
Yeah, that dreaded question. I guess at this point in my life, I'm first and foremost a dad. So when I was growing up, I always told myself if I ever was gonna have kids, I was gonna do everything possible not to bring more assholes to this world. So yeah, I'm just really concentrating on that for the moment. And yeah, when I'm not taking care of them, I could say that I'm an artist, a painter, or a tattoo artist, an animator, but I feel those are just the tools of my trade. What really motivates me in life is to bring ideas to the world, basically, like to transform ideas in things concrete. That's what really motivates me. So whether I draw, paint, tattoo, or build businesses, that's that's what I do. I just love to materialize ideas.
Cool. Well, you say that you're a person who likes to materialize ideas. I really like that expression. And I'm just wondering, in the ideas that you do materialize and share with the world, what part of yourself as an individual do you think is reflected in those works?
Oof, difficult question. I don't know how to answer that. I guess what interests me is the essence of things, like the core of things, what's hidden behind the details. And I think it reflects in the way I draw. So I could draw with a lot of details, a lot of effects and stuff like that, but I don't. I really like to drop all the details and keep my art to the bare minimum, like to the essential curve. I don't know, I guess, yeah, well, like my artistic goal is to find what lies behind the details. I don't know if that answers your question.
It's definitely a peak, I think, behind what you're aiming for in your creations. And well, staying on that point a little bit, the drawings that you share on Scent are hyper precise. They are mostly animals or animal skulls or skulls. But I must say that I really do like your latest recent Pixel Doodle series.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and I do like your Lovey skull, the colorful, happy skull that you had shared. I scooped both of those works, or at least Pixel Doodle number 3 and the Lovey skull, so that's cool. But I'm curious, what inspired you to focus on those objects specifically?
Well, I love drawing anatomy. That's what really motivates me. That's the core of my artistic research. And in order to draw human anatomy well, you have to know how bodies or well any anatomical form work. So you first have to learn how the skeleton, how the bones are constructed, then adding another layer of muscle of this, and finally the skin and all the exterior. So right now, I guess it's part of a longer study. Right now, I'm focusing on skulls. I was focusing on skulls and skeletons, and now I'm gonna go back, I think, to draw the human form. That's gonna be my focus for next year.
Is the Pixel Doodle series, is that sort of like the beginning of that focus on the human form?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I think I'm also gonna go back to. I used to paint a lot, but I saw that I was missing knowledge really, and that's why I went back to studying skulls and anatomy in general. Like I've really been focusing a lot on that's things that you don't see actually that I haven't been posting lately. But this year I was really studying all the muscle structure, really, like how muscle work together. So go back to doing that, and yeah, go back to painting on canvas. That's my big project for next year.
Well, you're kind of alluding to your creative journey up until this point. And if we can go back in time a little bit, I remember my first encounter with you actually was before you came to Scent. I was in CryptoVoxels just roaming around in the very early days after I found that project. And I remember coming across your build and the black building with the skull shaped entrance. And it was the first plot that really made me step back and go, holy fuck.
Really? That's
This
cool.
is interesting. And then it wasn't too much longer after that when I saw that you came to Sen. I was like, oh my God, Skeety's on Sen.
Awesome.
So it was a very cool event. But I'm wondering if you could take us further back in time, like when the creative bug struck you and you found out that you like to materialize ideas and draw and paint and things like that. But I'm wondering if you could just walk us through that creative journey up until this point.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. All right, so I've always loved drawing, man. This is something that I've always done since I'm a kid. And I have to say it was a huge uphill battle because I'm from a very traditional family, and my parents have always dissuaded me to draw. Like at school, I can count the number of detention I got because I was drawing instead of listening to the lessons. I never had any formal artistic training. Like after school, because well, it was expected of me, I went to university, studied communication and psychology. And yeah, I was super depressed, man, because it wasn't me. The only thing I've always wanted to do is to draw. So finally, when I finished university, I had a bit of money saved up and I went to Vancouver for a year to study animation. That was my first, real drawing lessons that I took. So I studied there for a year. They offered me a grant to do my own short story, which I did. It was not a success, but it was a good learning experience. Then I came back to Europe, and there, yeah, I teamed up with a friend of mine, and we opened a video game studio. Man, we started developing video games for the Nintendo DS. Yeah, that didn't end up well either because the financial crisis hit and we lost our investors. So yeah, I had to close the company. And then after that, well, the company, we opened it in the south of Spain because like life was super cheap there and we had grants to open the company. And when I lost that, my wife got a job, like she's an English teacher. So she got a job in Madrid. I moved to Madrid. And there I started working as a freelancer, making like animated commercial, like mini games, things like that. And I don't know, I worked in that for 10 years and I grew super depressed, man, because I was really prostituting my art, doing things that I didn't believe in. And basically I was pushing products people didn't need to people that didn't want it, basically. And I remember the time that at a point I was getting tattooed by this Mexican girl, and she was telling me about like how awesome her life was, that she was traveling, that she was like meeting tons of really cool artists. And I was thinking to myself, what the fuck am I doing, man? Like just doing shitty commercial that don't matter. When if I push my skills a little bit, I can definitely match her skill level. So coming back home, literally like the day I came back home from getting tattooed, I decided that's it. I'm not doing this job anymore. I just called my clients saying I wasn't gonna work with them anymore. And I took a sabbatical for a year where I concentrated all my energy into learning how to draw. So I took painting classes at night. During the day, I was at there's this Institute of Fine Arts in Madrid that I enrolled in. Like a lot of workshop that you can attend, and I was attending workshop. And there was also at the time where my wife just got pregnant from our first kid. So in my head, I had like 9 months to boost my skill level to the max and learn as much as I could. So I did that. It's also the time where I started tattooing. So I found a tattooer that trained me basically. So I followed him around, learned from him. We opened the studio together that I built and worked with him for a couple of years. Then we started disagreeing on core issues, really, like on how to treat people, how to run a business and stuff like that. So I decided to sell my share of the studio, and I opened my own studio. I'm still in the process of opening it. Like that's what I've been concentrating on this year. Like We bought a house in Madrid 2 years ago, and we basically live on the first and second floor, and the ground floor is a shop that I've completely renovated myself to transform it into my art and tattoo studio.
Yeah, I remember in the messages you're alluding to the tattoo business that you have. That's so cool, and how that's interlinked with your art. And I know you mentioned that you're going to get back into painting on canvas, and you do so much creation in the real world, a lot on paper, on human skin, and then on canvas. And I'm just wondering, since you seem to be pretty prolific within CryptoVoxels, what sort of significance like a purely digital virtual world holds for you as a creator? And then also linked to that, your social currency, Skull, how this digital social currency kind of relates or complements, or how you think about those digital spaces to create and digital tools to create in relation to your analog creations.
That's something that I'm still developing. I feel like I haven't even started doing crypto art right now. Like I just have been adapting my old work, but and that thing is going to be. I think it's going to be my focus for next year as well. It's like how to like even the painting on canvas are going to have a crypto art focus. It's going to be my main idea. But I don't think yeah, just creating things 100% digital is not my thing, and I really want to merge real life stuff with virtual stuff. That's my thing. That's why I love augmented reality, man. I think that's got so much potential. Nah, I wish like they develop some kind of AR glasses that you can put and a program to build voxels with that. That would be awesome, man. Just building your voxels on your table, you know.
I support that.
And do you want to talk about the skull thing? Yeah, no, because I feel like I haven't answered your question about the social currency. To me, it's been so overwhelming. Like when I joined Cent in, I think in May, June, something like that, but I've been lurking for the whole summer. And I started posting for real, I think in September. And things have been going so fast, man. I feel like it's hard to keep up, man. It's just 3 weeks after I started posting on Cent, I had my social currency, man. And I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just going with the flow and see how this thing develops. But yeah, at the beginning, I took it as a way to promote myself, a very efficient promotional tool. But I think there's much more in it than that. Like now I'm kind of thinking of what if I put the majority of my pieces as skull rewards and I offer people a way to buy skull, man. That would give an opportunity to people that follow me, that involved with my content and that collect skull to get my art at a cheaper price, basically. I don't know, man. I'm just I'm really going with the flow and just improvising with this one.
I think everyone is. It's so new, right? Like no one really knows what to do with it. Everyone is trying like a different approach. But you mentioned it, like selling the actual currency to other people at a discount or something like that. I feel like that's what's kind of missing. I collect social currency, I guess, like when it's super easy. But there's certain people, like for example, Mera, they're selling a lot of their pieces just through their social currency Go. But I'm like, I don't want to go on a scavenger hunt to get that. I'll buy that social currency from you so I can exchange it for your artwork or something like that.
Do you think it's a good idea? Yeah, but that's really what I want to, that I think that's the direction I'm going to take now.
Yeah, I think you should do that.
All right, cool. Awesome. That's the deal. No, because I don't know. That's the thing, and I have no idea how people are going to react to the thing I do. And most of the time, I'm super surprised because I'm always so hesitant to I have a lot of ideas, but I've got too many ideas. Sometimes I think, yeah, dude, this is stupid, man. People are never gonna go with this, and I put it on Send, and I'm always super surprised about with people's reaction, man. It's really, I love that platform, by the way. You guys really did an awesome job.
Oh, thank you, man. We have a long way to go to make it even better, but it's just been really cool to see how people have taken to it so far, like the burgeoning community on there, how people are working with one another, like giving feedback, actually legit collaborating deeply on projects, coordinating things. I mean, it's just so cool to see.
The collaboration on Send are awesome, man. That's really what me stick to it. Because I had lost all hope in social media, man. I mean, I'm on most of them, but there's such a charm, and I hate Instagram. It's just there's absolutely zero involvement from people. They're just mindless swipe zombies, as I call them. It's and instead it's just the complete opposite, man. The community is amazing, and I think the projects that are gonna develop thanks to this platform are gonna be incredible.
And then if we could stay on the collaboration bit for a minute, because I've written about this and talked about it several times, but I feel like within crypto generally, crypto is a way to easily or quickly incentivize collaboration between people all over the world almost immediately because of the financial aspect. And I feel like within crypto art, this emergent trend of creators working with one another and creating NFT works of crypto art that they can easily sell on the various marketplaces. It's like one of the most beautiful examples of that emergent social trend towards collaboration within crypto generally. I know you've worked with Mira and LibT. I'm just wondering, the collaborations that you've engaged and taken part in until now, walk me through how they formed. Like when you approach another creator and you're like, hey, do we collaborate? Like, does it work like that? Or is it facilitated through some other way?
Yeah. No, it's super natural, really. Like it's just, hey, dude, I like what you do. Let's do a collaboration together. In general, the reaction is like, yeah, fuck, super cool. Let's do this, man. And it just develops so naturally. It's awesome. Like I'm planning a lot more collaboration. Like right now, I'm doing one with TSC. Yeah, it's still the beginning, but yeah, we're building. We're gonna create a piece together. I'm thinking of doing one with I don't know what's his name, WG Meets.
Oh,
No,
WG Meets. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Definitely gonna do one with Sparrow. I don't know, man. I'm open to all collaboration. Like if anybody wants to do a collab with me, hit me up, and I'm always up for that.
That's so dope.
And well, I'm developing the crypto art hub in Crypto Voxels. And I think Sparrow and I are going to join forces to develop that project, man, because it's difficult to do it all on my own. And she's super motivated by that as well. So we might actually team up to boost that project. And I'm really looking forward to this.
So what is your goal with the CryptoVoxel Art Hub?
It was a way to pay it forward, man. That was the first idea. Because I feel that I love the crypto art world, man, and that's my way to help promote crypto art. The thing is that, the other goal is, man, it's so difficult to explain to people what crypto art is, and that would be a way to introduce people to it. It's like, what's crypto art? Okay, just go to this URL and check it out, man. This is all the work we do. Like, this just would be an example of everything that's possible with.
I feel that's perfect idea. And then last question on collaboration. Is all this collaboration, is this new? Or have you always been like in your analog creations where you collaborated with other creators on that sort of thing? Or is this collaboration something that do you think is more specific to crypto art?
It's something that I've always wanted to do, but it's so difficult to put together, man. And I've never really managed to do collaboration with artists. No, I think it's new. It's really something that's a consequence of crypto art, I think.
That's very cool. And then the last question that I always ask my guests: what other Scent creator would you like to see spotlighted next or in the future?
Man, I was following up your bidding war for Alex's piece last week, and dude, I followed that shit super closely. It was insane. Like, and seeing McAfee popping up, that was just fucking legendary, man. So yeah, I want to know more about A Lot of Money, man.
Nice. Well, I'm speaking with both A Lot of Money and Da Vinci this Thursday, actually. So that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that talk too, man. I'm so curious to like hear his thoughts and like what ideas he has. His work is...
The guy's insane. I love
it. Well, Skinny, it was a pleasure speaking with you, man. I enjoy your work. I hope to see more of your ideas pouring out on Scent when you get some bandwidth there. I know you're busy with the family and everything in real life.
I think next year is going to be big, man. I'm going to have more time on my hands, and I've got so many projects that are in the development pile right now. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to see all that. Well, again, man, have a great day, and we'll be in touch and keep creating.
All right, thanks, mate. You too.
Later.
Ciao.